welcome to the Back to Basics channel. I am one of your weekly vloggers and my name is Neecy. I want to start by saying thank you, Miss Janie here, for inviting me to join this group of weekly vloggers to share my thoughts and perspective on the subjects we'll be discussing. I consider it an honor, and I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to pay forward to this community who has been my weight loss surgery support group since the very beginning. The inspiration and the support and the comfort I've gotten here through the ups and the downs has been instrumental in my success so far, and so thank you for giving me this opportunity. From a weight loss surgery perspective, in 2009 or late 2008, I made the decision that I was going to have gastric bypass surgery. At that time, I weighed over 350 pounds. I don't know how much more because my scale did no longer weigh me. I did some preparation work, and in July of 2009 had RNY gastric bypass surgery. Now you might wonder why I waited that long, and there were some work-related things, but the other part of that is one of my goals before having my surgery was making sure that I was prepared for the surgery. And what that meant for me is that I wanted to make sure that I took all the steps in preparing for gastric bypass surgery that I would have had I been part of a formal bariatric program. I could have booked within 10 days. Like when I phoned in January to get information, he could have given me a day in 10 days from that phone call. But I wanted to make sure that I was prepared. So my goals were to speak to the dietitian who is familiar and worked with our bariatric program here in Saskatchewan, to speak to the psychologist, and to do the exercise program that they have their clients ordinarily go through before they ever get put on the OR slate for the gastric bypass surgery, because I wanted to make sure I had done everything I possibly could to make this a success. So those were some of my early goals preoperatively. We all know that a lot of the goals when we have weight loss surgery center around the numbers, and I understand that as a tool. The scale to me is a tool for me to measure sort of where I'm at, and just a reminder to myself if I'm up a few pounds that I need to be a little bit more diligent in what's going into my mouth this far out, right? And initially, it is all about the numbers. It's how many pounds did you lose this week, and you're dropping oodles of sizes a month because you're dropping weight so frequently. And so in the beginning, those goals quite frequently have to do with sizes and pounds dropped and inches dropped and all of that sort of thing. Once you get as far out as I am now, 5 years down the road, I'm down almost 150 pounds. For the past 3 years, I've sat somewhere between usually about 205 and 210 or 12 pounds is sort of my normal place to be sitting. I don't know actually where that will end up being within the next couple of months, because a few weeks ago I had abdominoplasty surgery. So I had a huge panty removed. They removed about 9 pounds of skin and tissue. And I still have a dressing and quite a bit of swelling, and so I don't know where that will be. This week I weighed 204 pounds, and so that's down, obviously, from where I was sitting normally. But quite frankly, at this point, the scale is not a big deal. Like I said, I use it as a tool, but I'm happy with where I'm at. Now, I'm only 5'2", so if you looked at a textbook, I'm nowhere near what a normal BMI is for my height, but I'm okay with that. I like where I'm at. I like what my body looks like at this point in time. I can function and do everything that I want to do. So I don't really care about the scale, other than obviously if it starts to climb, I need to take a good hard look at what's going on to make that happen and make adjustments so that it doesn't climb too high. So it is a tool. How my clothes are fitting is another tool. I've never had a goal clothing size that I wanted to get into.
Be wondering if my goals pre-op weren't focused on the numbers or getting to a specific weight or size. What were they? Well, they were just to get healthy. I didn't want to be hypertensive anymore. I didn't want to be pre-diabetic anymore. And I also didn't want to have to wear the CPAP mask anymore. I had severe sleep apnea that required that I wear a CPAP mask and had been on it for about 3 years. And I didn't want to die young.
So my goals are more centered around trying to eat clean, making sure that I stay active. One of my goals this summer, one of my life goals actually that I fulfilled this summer, was to join a ladies' fun league for golfing once a week. And I've always wanted to do that. When I was at my heaviest, I had stopped golfing. Well, this summer, me and two of the girls that I work with who are also good friends joined one of the ladies' fun leagues. And we golfed every Tuesday night. And it was the highlight of my summer. So yeah, when you get this far out, you have to start looking at other goals that are going to keep you inspired, keep you on track, and keep bringing new joy into your life. I think that the emotional side of things and appreciating the life that we now have is so important. Sometimes, even when you get this far out, people stay so focused on the numbers that they forget to just take a step back and look around them and realize how far they've come and how amazing their life is. And so I would hope, even if you're just starting your journey, don't make all of your goals all about the numbers. Look around you and make some life goals that will bring joy and happiness and love into your life. And start enjoying that life that you've given yourself by making this huge lifestyle change, right? For myself, not only turning 50, but some other work that I've been doing with a class recently in the last few weeks has made me realize that I myself was sort of starting to take a few things for granted. And one of the things about 15 years ago that I did was a daily gratitude journal that just really and truly changed my life forever. And so I'm quite conscious of the things in my life that bring me joy and make me happy. And even on a sad day, I can find joyful things in that day. But I stopped doing the journaling after about a year and a half. And I realized that by doing that, there's been a little bit more negativity coming back into my life. So my 12-month goal is actually to reinvent the gratitude journal for myself. So I will consciously be doing gratitude journaling nightly to remind myself of the things that I have to be grateful for that day. So that's my big one for 2014 is to be more conscious, living in love and in joy, and doing the things that will support that. So if I'm finding that I'm not doing enough things to bring that joy and gratitude into my life, then it's my responsibility to go out and look for those things that will build the joy in my life. But I think that you'll find if you do something like this, because I know I did, and it's changed, like I said, my life forever. I always see those things around me now, that it becomes the little things that build that gratitude and that joy. For a 6-month goal, I am going to focus more on the physical. I really want to build a stronger body. I'm happy with my weight. I do my cardiovascular now. I'm just getting back into that now after having my abdominoplasty. And I've been pretty good most of the last 5 years in exercising at least 3 times a week. But I want to up the ante. Goal for the next 6 months, once I can exercise, and I believe by January, from a post-op perspective, I will be able to go fully back into exercising, is to exercise 6 days a week. And I want that to be a combination of cardio 3 times a week, which for me would be 60 minutes a day, or 5K. So that's my goal. The other thing that I'm going to incorporate is strength building. So I'm going to do a Les Mills body pump. I'm also going to look at other avenues to do that to build my body's strength. So that's my 6-month goals. And I'm also going to be setting a weekly goal. And I've realized in the last couple of weeks I have not been very diligent at all with my water and my vitamins. So at bedtime I'm really rushing to get my water in. But I realized today that I hadn't taken my vitamins for about 4 or 5 days. And especially post-op, that's so important. So my goal for this week is to ensure that I get my water in every single day and that I take my vitamins every single day. Anyways, long enough. Thank you again so much. I look forward to the coming months and sharing with you here. I hope that you're all taking care of yourselves and each other. Make a great day.